That amplifier, 220 pounds. The transformers themselves, 100 pounds. We're going to a famous Italian restaurant for lunch.
I think all their boundaries for how to do something have been removed. Doesn't matter how big it is, it doesn't matter how much it weighs, it doesn't matter how much it costs. They're going to take all of those materials and build the best thing they can. They're not built to a budget at all. And they're combining new school technology with old school technology.
This is the story of AudioFlight amplifiers and Alair speakers. I got an incredible opportunity to go to Italy on a press trip. We got to see a whole bunch of different Italian brands. I will link some of those other videos in the description, but this one is all about AudioFlight and Alair. They are in a port city called Civitavecchia. I can never say it. It's outside of Rome. AudioFlight amplifiers is kind of like if you didn't make any compromises on the design. Nothing was built to a price point. The best of the best of the best.
So I want to show you guys something that makes AudioFlight really special to us in the age of recyclable, throwaway products. One of the things that's really killer is all the expansion slots. So they make all these modules here that you'll see. You can buy an AudioFlight product and you can pretty much have it forever, because if you need more inputs, if you need more outputs, if you want a DAC, if they come up with a better sounding DAC, you can replace it. They have phono preamps. Everything is modular, and it's a board that slides in. And the coolest thing about it is, for the most part, you don't have to update the firmware, you don't have to plug in a USB, it just slides in and it works. And it's really freaking cool. So
AudioFlight makes everything from headphone amplifiers up to giant monoblocks, and their prices start around $1,300 for a phono board, $2,000 for their DAC board. Their most affordable integrated amplifier starts at $4,000, analog only. One of the coolest things about their integrated amplifiers that I like, if you're into Battlestar Galactica at all, it looks like one of the Cylons, and I love it. Is it true that this is Cylon technology?
I believe it is, Rick.
Yeah.
I think it's somehow mysterious that the Cylons have invaded Italy and are quietly amongst them, and they're making audio equipment as we speak. Captain Adama.
Captain Adama.
Yeah.
He failed.
He did. He lost to the Fede Grande.
In the past, I would have had zero way to explain why the amplifier was $30,000. But being in the factory, seeing how it was made, I started to understand why it's $30,000.
what you see here is that they've double stacked the transformers. They're going to go into this barrel, they're going to be potted, and this is just the gain stage of the amplifier. So this is not the output transformer. This becomes a transformer for the gain stage. And when you see this in the finished product upstairs, you really only kind of see from here. All of this gets resin, some sort of special resin inside here, and it's potted. And that basically eliminates any opportunity for vibration or anything to seep through into the amplifier.
Can you one-hand this one?
Magnepan, Diptyque, we run speakers that are difficult to drive with AudioFlight, and we do it with our integrated amplifiers. So we kind of turn the old adage of you need lots of power, you need these big monoblock amplifiers completely on their head, right? So, and we've been doing that for 3 years. We've been showing that an integrated amplifier can actually run everything and even ridiculously hard loads to drive. So that's been fun.
Apparently Michelangelo designed this fort over here.
The walls were up first.
Yeah.
And then later on, actually, Massimo explained this story, which is a long story I can't do justice, but you should ask him.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
Did the previous contractor walk off the job, then they had to bring in Michelangelo to finish it?
I believe so. The previous contractor was like a complete shill.
Yeah.
And just, could not be trusted to save his life.
Yeah.
Mickey had to come and save the day.
Diamond tweeter. Diamond. So how much does the output transformer weigh?
The output transformer weighs just under 100 pounds, and that's for one channel, for one output transformer by itself.
And then you said this is all filled with resin?
Yeah, the whole thing is potted. So what you see coming out of here is actually the resin coming through. So every nook and cranny, it's all filled up, all the way up to the top.
And what's the benefit of that? Just isolation?
It's isolation, vibration, noise. I mean, it's basically going to seal that thing inside of that transformer.
What's the differentiating factor between AudioFlight and some of the competition?
I think all their boundaries for how to do something have been removed. So it doesn't matter how big it is. It doesn't matter how much it weighs. It doesn't matter how much it costs. They're going to take all of those materials and build the best thing they can. They're not built to a budget at all. And they're combining new school technology with old school technology. So what you see with that output transformer is a very old school technology. You don't see that in many amplifiers today. Comes at an extreme cost, and also an extreme cost in terms of real estate, right? Because you have a massive product to be able to, build something that can handle that size of a transformer and then dissipate the heat as well.
So this is a completely bespoke
Yes.
output transformer
Yes.
just for, all right. Jason, you ever seen anything like this before?
Never.
Never. How many amplifiers have you seen?
Hundreds. I mean, this is very unique. The extra cost that they're going through to do this speaks to a secret sauce, but a commitment to deliver that secret sauce.
We showed you all of the big crazy stuff, but this is the entry level. This is called the FL3S. And I want to say a couple things. It's an incredible integrated amplifier, but the fundamentals of what make AudioFlight special are not gone. This is a Today transformer. It is custom for AudioFlight. It is their own design. Again, you will see the shield ring and you will see the potting of the transformer. Made in Italy in conjunction with all their testing. It's the size of many companies' monoblock amplifiers. And what you get here is 100% made in Italy integrated amplifier. Uses a transformer like this. And it's flexible because, as you can see here, it has expansion ports. So you can add a DAC to it, you can add a phono preamp to it, so you can pretty much add anything. And this is a $4,000 at retail integrated amplifier, handmade in Italy, custom transformer.
Back in that bag again. Whoa, yeah. Hey. Back in that, yeah. Tell them to watch it. Now I ain't talking my pockets, just know we ain't running out the way that we stock it.
We're looking at the AudioFlight phono, and what you see here is it's two actual chassis or two components, And the power supply, as you can see right here, is all self-contained, but so much so because, with a phono, you're taking a very, very, very
So it's
tiny
literally
signal.
2 pieces and then they bolt them together?
They do, and well, no, they don't bolt together. They actually float, so they never really touch. So like, I have one of these at home, and they're not touching each other. Okay, you could make them touch, but ultimately there's a little relief there. Keep them away from each other. The power supply stays away.
So it's
from
like two separate boxes?
It is. It is 2 separate boxes.
In a nutshell, what's the benefit of having a completely separate power supply?
When you think about phono, you've got a very, very, very tiny signal that's on the end of that needle. And you need to send it down the tone arm, and then you need to amplify it a lot, sometimes 60, 80 dB a gain. And noise can infiltrate that pretty easily, so by having the power supply completely separate from the main phono preamp itself, you're limiting the opportunity for the noise to enter the system.